Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Twisted Paper Studio. How are you? I hope that you are all well. I would like to give out beautiful blessings to Sharon Romer, Brenda Hall, Annette DePete, and Sandra Redford. Beautiful blessings to you. Thank you so much for commenting on my channel so I know you are there. Welcome to all my new followers. Okay, so we're going to get started here in these journals. Now I'm not going to work, I may take them out simultaneously to work on, but I don't know that I'll have them so much in front of me. You know, if I do anything in them, of course it will be in front of me, but I'm just contemplating on getting the ephemera made for the inside. I'm going to set my timer here real quick, and then we'll get started. I have new followers, so welcome to my new followers. And blessings to all of you who have followed along and stuck by my side. And just welcome to the chaos of Twisted Paper Studio. All right. So I'll show you the inside now. I don't know. I didn't know if I went over it or not in the video yesterday. But here's how it looks on the inside. And we did the binding of the papers yesterday. So I went ahead and did the journal with the number 5 off camera, and I'll show you that as well. Oh, that one went in upside down, but that's okay. It's upside down and backwards because of the print that it was, but that's all right. It's a really cool piece of paper. I absolutely love the way this book came out, or you know, the papers go with everything inside. And then I did this one here off camera. So that's how I did the front. I think it just came out so beautiful. I chose a piece of map here, even though it's eclectic with the flowers. I loved the way it looked. And they were all the same digitals in each. I just shifted them around. I'm sorry, I forgot to turn off my ringer. Those are my children. That's their special ringtone. I love it. And look, I did the same thing here. Oh well, no big deal. Came out beautiful. I think so. Okay, so now we're going to decorate. All right. So if you're new to junk journaling, we went ahead and did my sort of cover, which is taking a cereal box or a cracker box or an oatmeal box or anything of that matter. You can use a file folder. You can use whatever you'd like. And we collaged on the fronts with fabric. I haven't decided yet if I wanted to do a focal point on here. I know that I said I did. I did see something that I liked in my kit, my wallpaper kit. We can take a look at that while I'm talking. And now the next step is, after putting the pages in, is to decorate the inside. And then if you're new to junk journaling, you can use items that you have around your house to get started. I did show you how I had a box, that I used a box, and then the needle and the threads you can get on Amazon. You can get them in Walmart. You can get them in Michael's, in Hobby Lobby. You just need a needle and some waxed book thread. You don't need, you know, the whole kit. And you need an awl. I do apologize. You need an awl. Those things are not that expensive at all. And that's to get started. Let me just take a look here. Oh, I kind of like that up there. I do. I might even like this one. Well, let me see with this one now. So that's to start your cover. You'll need some glue, your favorite glue. If you're sewing, I get asked so much about my sewing and my sewing machine. I don't have any problems at all using Fabri-Tac glue when I sew using my sewing machine. I don't. I've never got it gunked. I've never had any issues. Now, I do wait for the glue to dry. And if I know that I'm sewing, I don't necessarily go around the edges. That's kind of why I leave the fabric plain in here. You can tuck it under or not. And I tack things a lot, but then where it is in the center here, and when it's really glued down here and in here is where I glue a lot. If I know that I'm sewing around something, I kind of just tack it. So if that helps anyone out, I don't know if it would or not. That kind of gets lost in there. But I could maybe put a piece of fabric underneath it. I don't know what I have over here. Now we're getting all crazy. That's what I do, though. I mix things a lot. You'll find me mixing things so much. Things that you don't think go together, I mix them together without even thinking about it. Well, I think about it, but I don't give it much thought as to say the wrong way to do something or the right way to do something, because that's the number one rule in this craft, is there is no wrong way to do anything. All right, so I wanted to give some ideas about making ephemera. So that's, ephemera is something that you put inside the book. That's what it's called. Something old, something, this is ephemera. This is old paper. It's ephemera. It's nostalgic. It's old. But now, the ephemera that we make for our junk journals, it doesn't have to be old. It could be new. It could be something we made out of something new. It could be something we made out of something old. It could just be something old, or it could just be something new, if that makes sense. So, some things that maybe you have around your house, some envelopes, you could use those. Let's see, some little bags, you could use those. This is another manila envelope. Then some pieces of writing. See, I got this from someone. You could use this. You could make ephemera on the boxes that you cut up, the pieces. Let's see. I have a cardstock here. More cardstock. I have a guest check. And I have scrapbooking paper. I have, paper here. I'm just giving you some ideas of what you could use to make. Look, I can make ephemera out of this too. This is an old, torn, tattered envelope, and it's kind of something that's like my favorite thing. All right, so if you have some book pages of an old book that you're not using, somebody gifted it to you, it's broken, it's torn, it's tattered, you can make ephemera from book. I'm sorry about that. My camera wasn't in the clamp good enough. Okay, so I believe we were at you can make ephemera from book pages. So you can use them you can use it as your glue book. You hear people talk about your glue book. That means if they're doing something, you can glue on the book. You use your glue stick. It would be good if I had one in front of me, because I need it to craft. You would use this to glue on. I mean, you guys know that, but we'll just do it anyway. And your digitals then would have a stronger base, using it and gluing it down onto a book page. But you would, because I'm just going over some of the terminology that you might hear us crafters use, because this is all, it's very new to you. I'm going to cut this right here, and I'm using a ruler to cut things. It's a fun way to get a deckled edge on something. I have a metal ruler. Mine is old. This cork is deteriorating, so I use the metal side. Most people use newer rulers. They use the cork side down so the paper doesn't slip. And then you would just glue on your book page here, like that. So there's excess glue on there now, but I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to put this, I think, on here. And how do I want to do that? I could save it, save some of it to read somewhere else. Which way? This way. It's this way. So, whoopsie. So now this is glued down on this book page here, and it's something to look at. It's becoming ephemera. It's really not much of anything right this moment, but it's becoming ephemera because we are creating something out of something old and a digital. We're creating something for somebody to look at in a pocket. And I could do this like this. And now I could decorate it a little more, maybe have it open up so there's something inside. Now we're working with this. Oh, but basically, that's what you're making. You're making little things to come up with to put inside your book. And you can make whatever you want. I think sometimes that's the hardest thing for people, is that they don't know what to make. And I have to be honest with you, a lot of times I don't either. I just kind of, make journaling cards and tags. This is a tag that I received in a Happy Mail, and I could decorate it and put it in a pocket, put it along with this, clip it together, and then it's something for inside the book. Now, this was glued, so it's not necessarily garbage. You could use it. And what I would do with it, because I love this paper, and of course I'm going to get this all gluey too on this side, but I would just take this and glue it like this and fold it in half, and I'd get a journaling card from it. So you would then, take things like, what do I have here? Well, this is kind of plain, and that's good. I'll show you what I mean. The reason why it's good. I like ripping things. If you pull towards yourself in your dominant hand, you'll not get that white edge on your paper. Okay, and then I could put this right here and cover up those words on this side. So this could be where you journal. So we can do that. We'll just go ahead and do that so I could show you. Then some of the other things you can use inside your book are digitals. I have digitals in my shop, and many artists have digitals in their shops. Many other artists that teach and share on YouTube and Instagram have digitals. And what they are is things that you can use inside your book. Now, if you're new to junk journaling, most digitals, I do know of some artists that don't have them, but most are on Etsy. I know of some artists who don't have them on Etsy, but most are on Etsy. And when you purchase a digital on Etsy, and these are some of my digitals. This is some prayer cards. And then I have some labels. And you saw me put together the book. I had digitals. I used some digitals as well as book pages in the book. These are digitals, things that you print out on paper. These are some of my digitals. So when you purchase digitals from an artist, you would go to Etsy. If you don't have an account, the download goes to your email. If you're logging in and you are a guest, the download goes to your email. If you click on an Etsy link from outside of Etsy, meaning if you click on somebody's Etsy link from Instagram, if you click on an Etsy link from this YouTube post, if you click on an Etsy link from Google, it won't necessarily log you in to your Etsy account. You will be going over there from the internet. So if you purchase something on an account, it might not be in your downloads. You'll have to check your email. That happens to me very often. It's because someone clicks on Etsy from an outside source and comes over and purchases something, and then they can't find it. So I do apologize about that. I don't have any say in how Etsy does things like that. So, you know, I can only try to help you get it, and normally it's in an email. Now, also, it will be in the email. So if you left my page and clicked on Etsy from YouTube, and you went over to Etsy, and you weren't logged into your account, it didn't show up, you weren't yourself on your Etsy, the email it will go to is the email that you're signed in through YouTube, and so on and so forth. If you click on Etsy from Instagram and you purchase something, the email it will go to is the email that you use for Instagram. So I hope that helps you out. Okay, let's make some ephemera. That's what I said we were going to do today. So let's do that. I think I'm going to do some flowers. You know what I really wanted to do was collage. That's something that I love doing. I absolutely love collaging. It relaxes me. And maybe I might collage on these little journal cards here, and we'll make a few of them. That's two. I'm just taking out these flowers. This is something in my shop. I have these flowers in my shop with this beautiful writing in the background. A lot of my viewers have purchased this from me. Thank you. And they all love it. And I do too. I use it in all of my work. Let's see here. Okay. Now, where'd that book go? Okay. So maybe we can make a few more journaling cards, and I'll just glue those up. I don't know how many we're going to get to today. Sometimes I get to things quicker than I do other things. It just all depends on my flow. Sometimes I have a very lackadaisical brain, and sometimes my brain goes faster than my body can go. I did know that I was going to do something on the cover of the book. I am going to keep it on the side. I don't have a lot of fabrics in front of me. So I think I'm going to hold off on it, but I am going to keep it, these two things, and we can revisit that after I get going a little bit. Let's close this one up. And the reason why I'm gluing them together is because it just makes it a bit stronger. You don't have to. You can use just one side of the book page, but it makes it a bit stronger, and I like the way it feels. I'll do. Okay. So that's my refrigerator making a weird noise. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Okay. Let me get set up here, because I'm just not. I'm not set up, and I do apologize. Hold on. Okay, so I have 3 pieces here in front of me, 3 book pages now, and I'm going to do a little collage on each. I have some more digitals here now. These are not released yet. I do apologize. I will let you know what I have it's released and what's not. I know this is. So we'll use some of that. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a collage on here and try to make some journal cards and chit chat with you. I hope that the talk helped you out with how I do things in my book. How I do things in my, the way I do things. I know I'm a little quirky. Also, I heard from Deborah over at Planner Chicks. Hi, Deborah. I did put another post out for the Planner Chicks of Central Texas. The retreat is coming up. It is filling up fast, ladies. I'm ecstatic about that. So ecstatic. We've already had to obtain more space. So, I hope I will see you guys there. I hope you can join us. I'm looking for a card. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me grab a card up here. Okay. It's filling up fast. And then also there's in case you don't know, there's a payment plan. There's a payment arrangement. So in case you can't pay for it all at once, Deborah was so kind to make a payment arrangement so you can pay monthly or weekly or however that works. I don't do that part of it. I'm just there teaching to pay for it all. And then also I was able to pick the theme, you know, because it's my favorite. So I picked French. So the theme for this year's retreat is kind of like how I work in my French beauty. So that's the theme, and I'm so ecstatically excited. You have no idea. I'm so excited. I'm going to use this on here, even though it's a check. This is in the wallpaper kit, but I like it. I'm just going to use a piece of it right there. I like that. So I need to get this white off, and I didn't do that first, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, with just a pair of scissors. To cut, you can use a cutter, you can use scissors, you can use your ruler, you can use whatever you want. There's no rules, you guys. There's no rules in crafting with paper and fabric. And when you start to do things like this, and you're not working for somebody 9 to 5 and getting paid and having to follow their rules, you can make up your own. That's the best part. Okay, so I like that. Let's do one more. Well, we have actually 2 more, so hopefully we can get those done. I'm gluing to everything on the table. That's okay. I'm a messy crafter. If you're new to my channel, I'm not the neatest. I'm very messy, so just bear with me. I like that. And what else can we do? Maybe some more color. I like that. This is how I work. And I use all of my things. Believe me, I use them. All of my scraps. I do have things to make with scraps. So if you, if they're digitals and they don't have much color left on them, or you don't like the piece that you tore off, you could dump it. But I do have a way to use them in making twisted tangles. And if you are new to me, or if you saw my twisted tangles, I will be making them soon. Again, we'll be making some more soon. I don't really know what I want on here. I'm thinking, it takes me a minute. to get it right. Like that there. Maybe I'll just rip it so that the ripped page is on top. That's a straight edge, so I want it to look like a ripped. I don't know that I'll have enough there with taking off the white. My hands are all gluey, you guys. I hope those of you that are new to my channel and new to the craft, definitely go take a look around at my channel, because I do have lots of things on there to inspire you with your creativity to get going in this craft. Okay, so I like that. Look at me, I keep cutting more and more, but that's because I know I wanted this blue part. And you can do whatever you want. There's no rules. And I'm very finicky and taking my time with this, but that's okay. I'm allowed. I think I'm gonna put that underneath. No. All right, so I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit and we'll get it, don't worry. It's my eye. My eye wants to see something that's not happening, so it's taking me a moment. That's all. All right, so I'm gonna glue these things down. And I'm actually gonna go and glue this one down first because I need to put it over more because it's not wide enough. And I'm gonna leave a lip of it up on this side, because then I'm gonna put this down over here underneath it. And push it up. You have time to move things around. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to put that one piece down at the bottom here. I think I'm going to put it right there, like that, and then I'm going to cut off that one side. That's what I'm going to do. And it doesn't have to be, you know, the size that is the book page, because you can cut it down, like I'm going to do. I'm just like puzzling things together, piecing them together. Fun. Oopsie. And you can fold it over to the back. I'm going to cover the back with something plain to write on. So now we've done 2. And then, did I have one more? I did. Okay, let me take a look at what else. I have lots of stuff here in front of me because I am cuckoo. I don't know that I have, this is not released yet. I am getting papers released soon. I do apologize about that. I've been, you know, it was the holidays and y'all know my story. So I've been getting there slowly but surely. I'll get there. No worries. I'll get there soon. Do we really want this? No, I don't think so. How about this one? Oh, I like that. And we just need something big there. Maybe we'll do that. I'll cut this off like this. I'm gauging this because the size first, so I don't waste too much of it. And then I'm going to rip it down the side here. We'll do it this way. Flip this way. Like that. And I liked that there, so I am gonna keep that on top there. And then we need something else. What? Oh, how about this? This is just an old piece of wallpaper. Oh, I like it. It's a little peachy, not too pink, but why not? Let's use it. Okay. So we will glue this down. And then I will let you guys go. So we made some journaling cards today. Learned some of the terminology of the scrapbookers, junk journalers. We went over getting a digital and let me see, and making some ephemera and some of the ephemera pieces that you could use from your home if you have some things laying around that are just collecting. And then, of course, if you're making the journals for yourself, the things that are laying around that are collecting memorabilia, you know, you can put those in your journals. Put them in it. I'm just going to glue that whole thing and let that, we'll fold it over. Be careful if you're using old wallpaper because it does, you know, kind of tears when you're doing the glue. It could tear. Okay. Whoopsie. Now, you have a choice. This is a video, of course, so I can decorate the fronts of everything, or I can leave it until I go to decorate my book. And I know in the video people want to see you decorating the fronts. However, I'm not sure where I'm going to put them in the book exactly. And I'm not sure what I'm doing inside the pages. So I think for right now, I'm going to leave them as is. However, I am going to cover the back part so I could show you how we can do that. Trying to find something here. So I have this backer page. This is in my Renaissance Eve kit. And we'll just go ahead and take a little piece of this because you can write on the backs. You can write on this paper in black ink, and it could be a nice journaling card. So let me, and I don't mind if some of my book page is showing. I honestly do not mind that at all. I have no rules as far as that you have to cover everything up. However, I am going to cover up right here because I folded this over and there's a white line there from the printing. So I don't want anyone to see that. And go ahead and do that. So you can cover the backs in, if you have lined paper, if you have coffee dyed papers, anything that you'd want. Junk mail. I mean, I even think there's probably something in this junk mail here. Let me see. I thought there was something in the envelope. I don't even know what I did with the envelope. That's like junk mail. You could just turn it over, and it's white on the back of it. And you could put that on the back here and write your note. Write about your day. Write about your favorite quote. Write your favorite song. write what you got for Christmas. You could write about anything. Anything. Your dreams, your wishes, your bucket list. Okay. So that's one journal card. And then you can clip the corners like this. That's something that a lot of people do. And I kind of like it. There we go. And then here's another journal card, and that kind of is done. So we'll go ahead and clip the corners on this. I still don't know. I don't even think I have anything fussy cut already. How pretty they are. And then here's another one. And I said I was going to cut off that edge there, but you know what? Let's do something. I think I'm going to do this along the edge here. So you can take your ink, and I don't know, do I have any? I'm not prepared. I'm always not prepared. Yep. It's me. I'm forever not prepared. You can take your ink and ink along the edge there and then glue it down. But, yeah, I'm just going to rip it again. And then we'll put it on. Like that. And I like that. So it's just going to be a tiny bit on there. And I'm going to take it off with my ruler here. I was going to cut that off, but now I thought, let's save it. Let's just save it. Oh, I want to keep this camera. I'm making a book for my child, so he loves vintage cameras, and I'm going to put that in there for him. Let me see if I can get it out. This is from an old, what do you call it? Pretty cool. An old, National Geographic. Oh my goodness, get out your words, Donna. I used them a lot in my work for my gluing because I had gotten some from a friend. And, oh, there's our timer. Okay. And so they were, you know, there were plenty for me to play with, so I used them for my glue book. Okay. Let's see here. Now look at that. We made some beautiful cards, and they're not decorated yet. They are, but they don't have a focal point. And, you know, I could put many things on here. You can just cut that up and put it on there as a focal point. I chose this for the cover of my book, but I could honestly put it somewhere on here. I love it. I'm a very pink person. And we never finished this, so we'll have to get to that. But I'll make a box, and we'll start our ephemera for these books that I'm making. But let's pull one out and take a look quickly, just to see if we're on the right track. I just dropped something, and I don't know where it went. Oh my goodness, woe with me. Something's wrong with my brain. So let's just see if we're on the right track. I think we are. Oh yes. See how the things change inside when you add ephemera. Beautiful. And those can kind of go anywhere inside the book. Really. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm just going to pull another random page to see how it goes. Now, see, this is a little greenish blue. Oh, but however, that looks good too. Yep, everything looks delicious. It certainly does. But thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys again really, really soon. Probably see you tomorrow because of the fact that we're getting more snow. So I'll be housebound, and I won't be leaving. All right. Beautiful blessings to all of you. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now, my crafting buddies.